If you've started the carnivore diet, you might be wondering, can I ever go out to eat at a restaurant again? Let's talk. So you're sitting there in the restaurant and you're like, what can I even order from this menu? Let me help you handle it like a pro. I'm a 10-year health and fitness coach, and I've been a carnivore for 3 years, and I've got lots of advice. First thing to do is keep it super simple. Any restaurant can get you one of these things: chicken wings, chicken breast, bone-in chicken, burger without a bun, fish, steak tips. Keep it super simple. So here are some of my staples. A lot of times I want a steak, but I don't often want to pay for the steak. So a lot of times I get a burger, no bun, and 2 patties, and then bacon on top. And if they are serving a special type of burger with an egg on top, that's one of my favorites. Ask them to bake chicken wings. So if they're gonna fry chicken wings, sometimes I ask and they're totally cool with just throwing them in the oven. Other option is to order the sides of the protein. So the protein that they would normally pop onto a salad, like a steak or chicken or a fish, go ahead and order those as sides. So you can order all 3 of those, you could order 2 of those, and there's always an opportunity to order a side of bacon. The pro move: asking for no sauces, asking for no sides. You don't need potatoes, you don't need salad, you don't need French fries, you don't need any sauces. Sometimes they're pre-marinated. So you'll have to ask those questions and say, hey, if you see that it's like a bourbon style steak, hey, is or like a beer marinade, hey, is it already marinated, or is there a chance that you can make it without the marinade? I guarantee you, I've been doing this for a really long time, asking servers in a really nice way how I can make a modification to something on the menu. And most of them are really super helpful and love to accommodate somebody that has a dietary preference. Ideally, you're gonna want that protein to be made with butter or with ghee or with tallow. Not a lot of places do that. You can ask for butter. So if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, you can ask for no seed oils, no canola or vegetable or palm oil. But most restaurants are going to use that, unfortunately. What you really want to do is do the best that you can. Again, remember that eating out is something that you do every once in a while. It's not going to be an everyday thing. And so if you have a little bit of seed oil, then that's the worst thing that happens. At least you're not having all the sides and all the sauces and everything with added sugars and added grains. It is tough to eat differently than your friends and family in social situations. But the more you get used to it, the more you realize that nobody actually cares. And if they do, that's more a problem with their own stuff. So when you're ordering and you're making your order, sometimes you might influence somebody to skip the bun or skip the fries, but stay very firm in what your goals are for you. You always want to remind yourself why you're doing the carnivore diet in the first place. Remind yourself of the symptoms that you had before you started. That's a really nice way for you to just do a little gut check and say, it's not worth it in this situation to make everyone else happy by making concessions on what I feel is best for me. So when everyone else is ordering their things, they're getting sandwiches, they're getting pastas and things that you wish that you could have, remind yourself of the reason why you're doing this. And also just stay cool. If people ask you and are pressuring you about why you're ordering in this way, just keep it super simple and super light and just be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm doing like a meat-based diet right now. I'm feeling really awesome on it, and just leave it at that. No over explaining. Sometimes less is more. Another hack is eat before you go. So if it's a restaurant that you know that you're not going to be able to find something that is going to satisfy you and stay on plan, go ahead and eat before you go, and then maybe you can have like a side of bacon there. I talk about triggers and buffers all the time, and sometimes social situations trigger people. We want to appease people, we want to people please, we don't want to rock the boat, and so sometimes we feel like it's really hard to hold to our firm values when we're out in public. It gets better with time, and every rep is just like when you're lifting weights in the gym. Every time you do it, you get stronger. Go ahead and eat before you go if that's going to help you with any sort of cravings or any sort of social pressure. Remember that social events are all about spending time with people. When I was first on carnivore and I did a full 6 months without alcohol, I really wanted to make sure that I knew exactly what carnivore was doing to help my body. I was going out to lots of different things. I went to weddings, I went to girls' nights, I went to mom's events, all sorts of reasons for me to indulge and hang out with everyone and do what everyone else is doing. And you know what? Nobody actually cared. Once we got through the first round of drinks, nobody was paying attention to me drinking my sparkling water. We were having fun, we were enjoying. So the first point is, nobody actually cares. You think that they do, but they don't. You're not going to be less fun. But also for you personally, this is about connecting with people. It's about being with your family and connecting and playing a game of cards at the table while you wait with your kids, or hanging out and sharing stories with friends. Just remember that get together is all about the fun and not the food. Can you eat out at a restaurant and handle social situations as a carnivore? Absolutely. Keep it simple, keep it fun, and just remember that it's all about the environment, it's all about the people that you're with.